Hey there, West Michigan. Meteorologist Michael Behrens coming to you live from the 13 on Your Side Weather Center as we track yet another round of snowfall pushing through West Michigan. It's been causing travel headaches since about 4 or 5 o'clock this afternoon is when the snow started to come down. And as the snow was falling through the evening commute, we saw several traffic backups, a few crashes across the region, and certainly plenty of accumulation starting to come together at this hour, with snowfall continuing at least for the next hour or two, starting to fade out as we head past midnight tonight. But the overnight hours will be near to below freezing, so the snow that does fall likely to stick around here across West Michigan as we head through the next couple of hours. So let's go ahead and get you caught up to date with the latest information out there. Here's the winter weather advisory. They did expand the coverage. We picked up Allegan, Kalamazoo, and Calhoun counties as of about 7 o'clock tonight, now under the winter weather advisory. That will continue until 3 o'clock in the morning for the counties that you see on your screen here in purple as those impacts continue out there. We had about half an inch of accumulation between 5 and 6 here at 13 on your side, and we've certainly added to it since then. Speaking of conditions across the region, here's a look at the radar and some traffic cameras. And speaking of issues out there, that top right box is US 131 at I-96. Looks to be possible slide off, maybe a crash there. You can see the police lights there at the split and a couple cars that appear to be stuck there, not moving as well. Not surprised. All of the cameras around the region right now showing those slushy tire marks through the roadways out there as we've seen the snow continue to fall and stick as temperatures are hovering right near that freezing mark. 31 the temperature at this hour in Grand Rapids. Visibility down to just a mile and a half thanks to the falling snowfall. Traffic conditions out there have been a little bit dicey at times. Here's the latest MDOT map across the region. You can see lots of oranges, lots of yellows, and some red. Basically all across Kent County. Doesn't matter what you're on. M6, 96, 196, 131, all experiencing slowdowns at this hour. And it looks like there's 2 crashes there to be reported right now. One westbound 96 with the crash at this hour, and another one right near Walker eastbound 96. So east or west on 96, you are going to be slowed down due to crashes at this hour. M6 moving slow, 196 heading out of Kent County through Ottawa County moving slow as well. Lakeshore doing a little better, 31 not experiencing many delays right now at all. You guys have seen a little bit of rain in there as we headed through this evening as well. That has helped keep the roads a little better. Heading south out of Grand Rapids, 131 is slow going all the way down to Kalamazoo. 94, once you head Kalamazoo east, is where we're seeing most of those backups right now, though there is a crash near Pawpaw. Northbound M40 with a crash, not on the interstate there. Also causing some issues this morning, or this evening, I should say. More delays as you head over into the Lansing area with delays and slow travel along 69 as well here this evening. Now, take a look at some of the live views of the snowfall out there. This is Cullen Park in Holland, where we're seeing plenty of snow that has already fallen at this hour and more snow that is likely to fall as we head through the next little bit. Here's a view over in Grand Haven with plenty of snow coming down on the WGHN tower camera there. You can see the beach a little whiter than it usually is this time of the night because that snowfall has been falling out there and sticking on the ground as well. We'll take a couple more views across the region. This is our Walker tower camera. That's where you can see again those snow tracks on the roads out there here this evening. That snowfall sticking certainly to those on and off ramps with the most snow, but look how slow the cars are going on 131 and on the 96 there because again slippery conditions all across the region. Here is Muskegon, where it doesn't look like it's snowing too bad right now. You guys are starting to get on the backside of things with some slippery roads out there for sure. We'll pop over to downtown Grand Rapids. This is looking along 196 off to, or 96 I should say, off to the east there, 196 through downtown. where snow's still falling at this hour. Over to the airport, seeing plenty of snow falling as well, with those snowy conditions continuing here around West Michigan. We'll come back to the weather graphics here, where you can see temperatures again hanging in very close to freezing. So what is falling is sticking out there, and it won't melt as we head through the overnight hours tonight, as our forecast keeps temperatures down into really right around low 30s, upper 20s through the overnight hours tonight. So that snow again going to be sticking around. Speaking of which, people may be wondering, will this snow lead to a snow day tomorrow for school? I don't think so. I think what we do have a chance for, depending on how road crews handle it overnight, is the possibility of a few delays tomorrow. It's going to be areas that are likely more rural, likely some of those areas that have secondary roads that may not be gotten to overnight that would experience a delay. But of course, tomorrow temperatures are going to warm up into the 40s. Snow is going to melt. We're not really expecting snow day tomorrow. The snow just coming at the wrong time for that. I would say possible delays, about as much optimism as I'm going to give for anyone looking to avoid some school as we head toward Tuesday. Speaking of the snowfall, here's the latest radar across West Michigan at this hour. Bands of heavy at times snowfall working its way through, with the back edge now passing 31. That's part of the reason the traffic there was doing a little better. We'll go north to south here, up toward Ludington, down through Newaygo County, Oceana County, over to Big Rapids. Pretty decent snow band coming together at this hour. That's this guy right in here, where we're seeing that snowfall falling across West Michigan. That snow continuing down through the Bidley area, White Cloud, a little lighter in Newaygo, but picks back up in Amble down to Pearson, south of Big Rapids on 131, likely to be very snowy at this time and likely to have areas of reduced visibility as well. Continuing down toward Kent County, Ionia County, again, heavier bands of snowfall pushing through. Northern side of the county from the Sparta area over to the Grattan area, Cannonsburg, seeing some moderate snowfall. Greenville over to Belding, seeing some moderate to heavy snowfall, a little bit lighter in Ionia for right now. That snow picks up pretty good through downtown Grand Rapids over to the Ada area. Kentwood, Caledonia, seeing some decent snowfall from Wyoming over to the airport as well. Getting a little lighter right now here in Walker, but still dealing with the snow falling. That snow continues to be moderate to heavy as you head down M37 into portions of Berry County, where we're seeing a pretty solid snow band. Take a look at that really solid dark blue. Pretty good snow band falling for you guys right now. Sporadic moderate to heavy snowfall across Allegan County. Kind of picks up as you head to the east of 131 toward Dorr, backs down, picks up again as you head toward Allegan, sort of backs down to the west of M40 and then picks up again a little bit beyond that as we head down into Van Buren County. Decent snowfall from Pawpaw over toward the Water Violet area, seeing a little bit of that heavy snowfall. Decatur over towards Sister Lakes, Kalamazoo, Schoolcraft, Battle Creek, pretty good snowfall band pushing through right now. Marshall down to the Tecumseh area as well, and over toward Albion, seeing some of that decent snowfall at this hour. So here's the good news. We'll take the bigger picture here. This just a clipper system pushing through. So as the system pushes through this evening, we should start to see the impacts minimalize through the overnight hours, but we are going to see snowfall around on the cars for the morning tomorrow, certainly on the sidewalks, and maybe on some of those secondary roads that will not get treated before sunrise overnight. That's going to be the worst offenders who remain thoroughfares tomorrow morning and overnight. Once the roads get cleared by those road crews, should be looking good. Here's the hour-by-hour forecast. We're going to step through the next couple hours here across West Michigan. You can see that snowfall start to ramp up on the lakeshore first. Here's 11:30 tonight. Still dealing with sporadic scattered snowfall, but by this point, the heavy stuff has started to move off toward mid-Michigan, over toward Detroit as well. Heading past midnight tonight, any remaining snowfall should start to wrap up. This is 3 o'clock when the winter advisory expires. Not seeing any more snowfall as of then, and then we're quiet through the rest of the morning into Tuesday. Tuesday itself, temperatures climb into the 40s. We'll see mostly cloudy skies throughout the day. Maybe a flurry, maybe a sprinkle but we're not going to add anything of significance to the snowfall out there. And then as we head from Tuesday into Wednesday, clouds stick around. Showers come in as we head toward Wednesday evening. We'll be on the warmer side of that system with rainfall to be expected. When it comes to additional snowfall totals between now and the end of this system, on top of what we already have, you could easily add another, say, inch up to maybe 2 if you get caught under the right snow band. The southern county is going to have a little bit less snowfall than areas from, say, 96 to the north. That's where we're expecting the heaviest snowfall to come out of this system as a whole. Temperature overnight tonight will fall to around 29 degrees, so it will stick around till morning. Mostly cloudy for your Tuesday, up to 40 and 43 on Wednesday. So while it will stick around into Tuesday, not a lasting snowfall in terms of sticking around for the rest of the winter yet. Still too many warm days ahead. Let me pop back over to the radar out there, and I'm going to switch over and see if I can put up our storm reports, because we've gotten a couple of snowfall reports in from the National Weather Service here this evening. This is going to be last 24 hours. Let me switch it to just the last 12 hours so we have the snowfall reports only from this evening, and we'll take a little tour around and see what's been reported so far. That report there, Cedar Springs, 2 inches of snow so far being reported. East Grand Rapids has a 3-inch report of snowfall. Down toward Byron Center, 2 inches of snow. Heading over to Caledonia, 2 inches of snow there as well being reported at this hour, and I'm sure we will only add to this as we head through the next little bit, with snowfall again continuing across the region, making travel quite tricky at this hour. Now, what we're going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the comments you guys have been leaving on Facebook. We're going to try to answer as many of those questions as we can for you here this evening, get you ready for the rest of the night and into tomorrow as well. So while we're doing that, I'll go ahead and put the radar back up on screen so you can see the latest radar across West Michigan. In fact, I might take it back a few more screens than this. Just so we can get that traffic view in there too, those live road conditions across West Michigan. There we go. Looks like they've cleared that accident at 131 in 96. Must have just been a slide off because they were certainly not there very long. All right, let's see. Holly checking in here this evening. Julie saying people be safe out there for sure. Regina checking in from Cutlerville. Christine is already over the snow. Can we have summer back, please? It's not coming back anytime soon. The best I can offer you is upper 40s Thursday. That's as close to summer as we can get in the next 10 days. Terry says, ready, set, snow. More like ready, repeat, snow. It's been a weekend of clipper systems here. Thanksgiving snow, and then weekend snow, and now Monday snow. It just keeps coming. Mary saying the snow is already cut off in Muskegon. Not surprised there. Looking at the latest radar, looks like you guys are pretty much done here for the evening, with anything else being relatively scattered in nature compared to what's already been falling. Sabrina asking how much are we getting? We've already seen 1 to 3 across West Michigan, and if you're in the right spot, we could add another 1 to 2 on top of some of those totals. So some places out there, by the time this is all said and done, that have got caught under the heavier bands, are likely to even overachieve that 3-inch total. Because you can see here in Kent County and on up to the north, possibly another inch to be added. We already had, again, totals as high as 3 inches. So by the time it's said and done, a few of us may have 4 here across the region. But again, the snow cuts off as we head past midnight, so the road crews have time to get the roads ready for the morning commute. Main thoroughfares, I don't think are going to be a problem. It's those secondary roads that may result in a delay heading into tomorrow morning. It's certainly not a guarantee. Go to bed, do your homework. It's not something we can promise you a day off school or a day off work tomorrow. Let's see. I lost my place here. There we go. Howard checking in from Virginia. Sure, they're not getting snow there right now. Neither is Michael in Southern California. Christine pointing out that they're bragging. They are bragging about being in the better weather than what we have here. Jack reporting snow in Lakewood right now. Carol saying it's snowing pretty good in Fremont. Certainly have seen some of those heavier bands on up to the north at the moment. Let's go ahead and take a look in toward Fremont right now. That's where we can see pretty good snowfall up and around Newaygo County. Fremont under one of those heavier bands at the moment. Sort of backs down as you head toward White Cloud, then picks back up in White Cloud. M37 heading north into the county right now, likely to have some pretty low visibility, probably some slick spots out there. The same 131 once you head north out of Kent County. Expect slow going and certainly possibly some low visibility in areas of slick spots out there as well. Let's see here. Terry says snowing pretty good, Chippewa Lake. Barbara saying it's very slick snow that's coming down in Allegan. Again, you guys got added to that winter weather advisory a little bit late out there, but there's some pretty heavy bands in the southern portion of the viewing area as well. Certainly right now, Berry County, Calhoun County. Just look at the thickness of that band. I'm just going to highlight it. Go John Madden here. Look at the thickness of that band. There's a whole lot of snow coming down. This is my best John Madden impression. The people that have stuck around for that, I apologize. That was terrible. Oh, God. Let's hope Mike Lissette doesn't see that. Anyways, there's plenty of snow coming down out there here this evening across those southern counties, too. So be careful out there as you're driving around. Jim says, time to break out the 40-volt Ryobi snowblower. Not sponsored here, but anyways, that was certainly going to be not a bad idea here tonight. If you're up late enough, say 11 to 1 a.m., you'll probably get on the other side of the snow. Snow blow it tonight. Don't worry about it in the morning. Regina says it's snowing pretty good in Cutlerville, and Jim says coming down nicely on Holland Lake and Sheridan as well. All right, I think that is the end of the comments for right now. So what we're going to do here next is we're going to go ahead and reset the show back to the beginning for people that may be joining us here that have not checked in yet. This way we can get any of the latecomers up to date on the full program. We'll wrap it up, and then we'll get ready for our late show here coming up on 13 on Your Side at 11 o'clock later tonight. So let me go ahead and get things reset here, and we will take it from the top one last time for you. So here is the winter weather advisory. That goes till 3 o'clock. We did add Allegan, Kalamazoo, and Calhoun counties to that advisory that were not previously under it because of those heavier snow bands that have made it further to the south. We've seen travel impacts across West Michigan from the snow, slushy roads out there, at times low visibility, and at times also seen the possibility for those crashes across West Michigan too, because we've seen the roads out there not be all that great. Speaking of crashes, here's a look at the latest MDOT traffic map out there, and we've added some new crashes since the last time we looked at it. There's still that crash on northbound M40 down in portions of Van Buren County, but we've cleared the crash that was up at 96 and 131, though we've added a new one, crash southbound US 131 just south of M6 south of Byron Center there. So if you're heading south, watch out for that. Take a look at all of the orange, the yellows, and, well, just the slow conditions on the travel map here. If you're in and around Kent County, doesn't matter what you're on, 196, M6, 96, 131, all roads are slow at this hour, so prepare for a little extra time as you're traveling. If you're over in the western portion of the viewing area, US 31 is picking back up to speed as the snow has stopped on the immediate lakeshore, and you guys have been a little warmer too, so it's likely easier to clear out toward the west at this hour. That's something we'll be keeping a close eye on here in the next little bit. Here's the view in Holland, where it looks like the snow has stopped coming down at the moment, but we are again seeing the results of that snowfall. Nice fresh accumulation there in Holland at this hour. The same over in Grand Haven, where there's a little bit of snow still falling up near the tower camera there. I would be skeptical about how much of that is still making it to the ground. Remember, the tower camera is a couple hundred feet up in the air. The beach, though, certainly showing that new fresh snowfall out there. We'll take a couple views here around in Grand Rapids out there. This is the Walker Tower camera here at the station. That's again where we're seeing that snowfall falling at this hour. The roads going slow, slushy on the main thoroughfares, but you can see the lanes. You can see the tire tracks, though, as you head off into the well, the on-ramps out there. That's where we're seeing some of those harder impacts of the snowfall. When it comes to Muskegon, certainly plenty of snow on the ground at this hour, but as far as snowfall falling, again, the snow has come to an end in Muskegon, so that's good news there. Downtown Grand Rapids, we're looking toward 96, toward Medical Mile there. Looks better than it did when we started this live stream. The live stream, when we started it, this view was still pretty heavy in terms of snowfall. So we're seeing better conditions there at the moment, but still decent snowfall at the airport. This is the view of the terminal. You can usually see the terminal pretty clearly there, but you can see the snow still falling at this hour. And let's take one more view here. We'll go for the weather deck. Take a look out there. That's where all of our snow has fallen here this evening as well. Pretty good amount of snowfall that has coming down, and our parking lot too, also showing plenty of snow. I have yet to take my dinner break tonight, so I'm going to have to go clear my car off here in the next little bit as we head out here this evening. Of course, if you don't clear your car off tonight, snow's going to be there for you in the morning because those temperatures, they're not budging. We're staying in the low 30s to mid 30s overnight tonight. Any melting going to be pretty minimal. Here is the hourly forecast for Grand Rapids. Low 30s dropping eventually into the upper 20s as we head through the overnight. But again, the bulk of the snowfall done by about midnight. There's some good news there for that. Snow day potential for tomorrow, not looking great. Best I'm going to give you is possible delays in terms of the forecast because, again, a lot of snow falling, some places upwards of 3 inches here this evening. If you're in a rural district, if you're in an area where some of those secondary roads may not be gotten to, yeah, there's a possibility for a delay. Cancellation, I'm going to say forget about it. You're not going to see it tomorrow. Do your homework, go to bed. That's my best advice there. Here's the latest radar across West Michigan at this hour. Again, Muskegon down through Holland, Grand Haven, Glen, northern Van Buren County, starting to wrap up the snowfall, but still heavy bands right now from Ludington to Oceana County in through Newaygo County. Some decent heavy bands at the dark blues. Big Rapids down 131 into Montcalm County, seeing the heavy bands push through. The same as we head down to Kent County, the Grattan area over toward Lowell into Ionia, Clarksville, pretty heavy bands, heavy band at the airport as well. Starting to dissipate some in Walker and on the western side of Kent County. Kentwood, just sporadic light snowfall right now. You've gotten wrapped up with a heavy band that just moved through there. Berry County still dealing with plenty of snowfall at this hour. That snow continues pretty moderate to heavy down into Kalamazoo and Calhoun counties, 94, 69, and 131 south. Watch out for delays there through the next little bit as this snowfall continues to come. But as it does, it will be wrapping up in the coming hours. You can see the Clipper system pushing through. The backside of it is quiet. Hour by hour forecast through tonight shows, again, the snowfall coming to an end as we head past midnight tonight. Anything past then going to be negligible in terms of additional accumulation. And then as we head into Tuesday, just mostly cloudy, maybe a sprinkle, maybe a flurry, but nothing appreciable. As we head through the day, through tonight and into early part of Tuesday, could add an additional inch, inch and a half, maybe 2 on top of those snowfall totals that we have already seen. The temperature tonight dropping down to 29, mostly cloudy, mostly dry as we head through tomorrow. 40 going to be your high, 43 as we head into Wednesday, mostly to partly cloudy with a little bit of rain, maybe some mix in there, but that system on Wednesday looks to put us more on the rain side than anything else. Sherry, we'll read the Facebook comments here one last time as we head toward the end of our live stream. We'll just get those final few comments that have come in. Sherry saying thank you. Thank you for watching, Sherry. Appreciate that. Julie says she hates the snow, wants it to go away. Yeah, not happening. I mean, this round will go away, actually, because 40s the next couple of days. It won't be here for long. So you only have to look at it for like a day and a half, maybe. Steve in Metro Detroit says we'll be getting what you got. You guys are certainly next in line for the snow heading your way. And Julie reminding people to slow down when they're driving. Certainly slow down. Between the weekend snow and this snow, we've seen a good number of accidents across West Michigan. Slow down. Remember, it's slick. Being in a hurry isn't worth sliding off or potentially causing a wreck. So keep that in mind. Okay, just a couple reminders here as we wrap things up. We will be back here live 11 o'clock tonight, 13 on your side. Always streaming 13onyourside.com and the 13 on your side mobile app. Also, we have apps on Roku and smart TVs out there too. So keep that in mind. You can watch us in a number of places. We'll have the latest on the snow and road conditions and the forecast heading into your commute tomorrow, coming up tonight at 11 o'clock. Until then, be safe out there, West Michigan. Drive slow, take extra time, and just use caution as the snowfall continues around tonight. Have a great one, guys. Stay warm.